So you want to live like a billionaire. Go to destinations traveled by the likes of Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Kylie Jenner. Well, tucked away in the corner of the Amalfi coast is a gem that is loved by these billionaires, and it definitely treats you like one. Welcome to Positano. In this video, I'm going to show you the beautiful gem that is Positano, and show you why this location is loved by the world's richest. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to add this destination to your bucket list.
Welcome to Positano. Oh shit, I'm about to get run over by a car. We are walking up the steepest of hills to get to our accommodation. We're carrying our suitcases, and this is insane. There's so much traffic. And this is absolutely crazy, but the views are incredible.
A few moments later.
We've been climbing the stairs for around 5 minutes. And we're up, what, 4 flights?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We're exhausted. It doesn't help that I'm wearing a sweater. It also doesn't help that I went to Rome before and had the biggest plate of pasta before this. And it's... Oh.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, so we've checked into our apartment, and this is a really cool apartment. Not only is it in the center of the city, well not a center, like a 2-minute walk away from the center of Positano. It's great location and incredible views from the outside. Now this accommodation we actually got on a gamble, so it was $400 per person, which is quite cheap for the time that we booked and the location that we were looking for in Positano. There was no reviews for this accommodation and no rating to see if this accommodation was actually any good. So we took the gamble, and luckily we've been blessed with one of the best accommodations that I've ever stayed at. The host is very nice. He sent us a lot of details to get us around Positano and make sure we have a great stay. So I'll link the accommodation below so you can go check this out if you do come to Positano, because it is a very, very great accommodation. Alright, now we are leaving our accommodation to find some food to basically explore Positano. The one downside of this accommodation that we booked is that we have to kind of do a mini hike through the bushes to actually get into the main city, which is absolutely crazy. What? I thought there was a wasp. Holy shit. There's just so many bushes here, and coming back at like 12 at night is it's just gonna be so annoying. And I know we're Australian and we're meant to not be scared of insects, but I hate creatures. Not creatures, I just hate insects. This is the amount of bushwalking we have to do. Like, we have to go through up here and go all the way down through the bushes just to get to the city center.
This is probably the most annoying part of Positano. While the famous Positano Hill looks amazing in pictures, it is a nightmare to walk through. There will be times when you forget something in your accommodation, like your hat or your sunglasses, so you're gonna have to hike all the way back up and all the way back down just for that one item. The benefit of this is that you're probably gonna be ripped by the time you enter the water.
I've been walking for a total of like 4 minutes, maybe even less, and we're already out of breath. This entire city is like very slanted upwards, but the upside of that is you're always blessed with like these gorgeous views wherever you walk. The downside is you can probably be run over at any given moment as of now. But yeah, the streets are very, very narrow, so if you're not careful you actually get smacked by a car. We're in one of the best tourist locations that you can possibly go to in all of Italy, and we're deciding what to have for dinner. Whereas Sia wants to have cup noodles for some reason, so we're going to the supermarket now to find some ramen. Please explain your thought process behind noodles.
Because I don't want any pastas or pizzas. I'm tired of it.
You're offending all the Italians out there.
No, well, I'm tired of eating the same food again and again. So now I want to have something non-cheesy, non-carbs. Not non-carbs, noodles is carbs. I want something like a little spice. little things after this one.
The inner Indian is coming out.
Yeah, basically.
Now, the Amalfi Coast is known for its lemons, and so the only drink that you should be drinking is called limoncello. It's a strong liqueur that definitely packs a kick. But the best way to enjoy limoncello is not by going to a bar near the beach, but rather going to a local supermarket that have the local versions of the drink. These are normally a lot stronger and a lot more authentic.
Alright, to put into perspective how common, how do you pronounce this? Limoncello?
Limoncello.
Limoncello. I think we're pronouncing this wrong, but this beverage is so common. I got this small bottle right here for only €2 from my local convenience store. Now he said that we have to refrigerate it and serve it without ice, and that's the best way to enjoy it. This has 30% alcohol, and we're gonna whip this open right now and try it because why not?
I'm gonna need a chaser.
Chaser?
Yeah.
We're Australian, mate. We don't need a chaser.
It's 30% alcohol.
All right. Smells very lemony.
Straight plate. Oh, you're gonna die. Yahoo!
That burns. Alright, so this kind of tastes, it's got the tequila-ish burn with the lemon maybe in the tequila. That's kind of the taste that I'm getting. It's 30% alcohol, so obviously a sip of it is there. There goes the vlog. So because it's 30% alcohol, I think the sip of it is very, very, very strong. It has that tequila-y taste with the lemon in it. I think if it's a bit colder, it'll be tasty because right now it's warm as shit. So we're gonna listen to the store owner's advice and pop this in the fridge back at home and then come back on it and taste it later on.
So just to clear it up, a limoncello is not tequila based. That was just the flavor that I was getting. Limoncello is actually made by taking lemon zest and dipping it in alcohol, normally vodka, and waiting until the oils are released. Anyway, after this, we headed back to the accommodation where we met up with Talia, a friend of ours that traveled Positano with us.
Okay, let me just check. Are you sure it's 30%?
Yeah.
3%. It's 30%.
It's 3.0, bro. Look closer.
No, basically. I just saw both of your reactions and you're like...
It was amazing.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna put a straight face on. You know what?
We are at Il Grottino and we are eating some nice Italian. Okay,
So we're taking over the vlog.
Alright, so the waiter came by and gave us all free bruschetta. It's not too big, but you know what? It is amazing. Everyone say hey. So we finished dinner. Turns out that we finished around an hour and a half ago, but they let us sit at the restaurant and just talk for however long. We just finished and we're blessed with some of the best views in all of Europe. This is Positano at night time and it's absolutely stunning. It's so gorgeous. Welcome to a new morning in Positano. We're on the way to the beach. And so far, we've been scared by 3 lizards. 1 bee has landed on me. We're basically bushwalking to get out of our, there's just another thing in the bush, to get out of our apartment. And I feel like Crocodile Dundee. But it is a beautiful morning, very hot and perfect weather to get into the water. Everyone, this is my new friend Toby. Hi Toby. And this is Toby's brother. Hello. And they're doing something over here. Toby! No, Toby! Alright, so the vibe of this cafe is really, really cool. So we came down our accommodation, like a 2-minute walk down. We were blessed with one of the best cafes. Here is the incredible view that we have. It's a bit too bright to see. But when you walk in, there's dogs that come out and play with you. And apparently they're inviting you in You follow the dogs and you get seated at one of these tables. The dogs need to approve you before you can get a seat at this table, and I think that's just an amazing, amazing concept. Alright, so breakfast is over. We went to Casa e Bottega. Genuinely one of the best breakfasts I've had across all of Europe. I only got a croissant and a coffee, but both were amazing. We're heading over down to the beach now to go for a bit of a swim. It's actually only 24 degrees in Positano, but it feels very hot, especially because of the sun and humidity, and because we're walking so much uphill and downhill. It just adds to the amount of heat that you feel. So I'm gonna jump in the water and cool down. Quick tip about Positano: the freaking sand is not actually sand, it's rock. So when you put your foot on the rock, your foot burns. I had to run and get cheap 10 euro slippers so I don't burn my legs off. This is some of the most amazing food that I have seen on this whole trip. This looks so bloody amazing. We finished up with lunch and now we've got this dope ass hat back on. One thing about the Amalfi coast is that they have a lot of lemon treats. They have a lemon alcohol. I just had a risotto with Amalfi lemon in it. And to stay with tradition, we're now going to try one of the lemon gelatos. Now we saw this back in Rome, but we didn't try it. So we're definitely gonna try it now in Amalfi because it is one of the signature things that you have to try while you're traveling Positano. And I think we saw a few shops back up in the main center where we were before. So we're gonna go there now and try out the gelato. Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day here in Positano, probably the best day that we've had since we got here. And today's the day we're getting on a boat and going all the way to Capri for a day trip. I was meant to have my GoPro here with me, but unfortunately that died. I'm still very depressed about that. But yeah.
The boat tour to Capri was probably the highlight of my trip. We explored amazing caves and rock formations in the middle of the ocean, jumped off the boat for a nice dip in the sea, and cherry on top was the free liquor on board. Anyway, once you do get off at Capri, you get to enjoy the beautiful island and everything it has to offer. We of course started by enjoying an amazing meal by the beach. Capri is definitely a beautiful island, and I highly recommend that you go. But Capri is very similar to Positano in that you'll be eating, shopping, or swimming. The only difference is that Capri tends to be slightly more expensive than Positano. So if you do go, I recommend going for a small day trip. 2 to 3 hours on the island is more than enough.
We have returned from Capri. That was such a good experience, but now we're by the beach, sipping on a Hugo Spritz. Positano is the best vacation ever.
And that brings us to the end of the great Italian adventure. Honestly, I can understand why billionaires love to travel this destination. Positano can be quite an expensive destination, but it gives you a laid-back vacation like no other. This destination is less about tackling the unknown and more about grabbing an Aperol Spritz and lying down by the sea. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and the Italy travel series. If you haven't yet, also watch Rome and Venice. They're part of the series and they're linked in my bio. If you did enjoy this video, do subscribe because I'm going to be posting a lot more travel content like this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.